Hello everyone, Scooty 007 here bringing you another exciting game. The 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 5-2 Oakland A's taking on the 2-4 Toronto Blue Jays. This is game one of a 3-game series. Oakland comes into this at the top of the American League West. Can they hold on to it? Or will Toronto win at home? We'll find out. Here's the starting lineup for the Oakland Athletics. Leading off, the right fielder, Travis Buck. Batting second, the second baseman, Mark Ellis. Batting third, the first baseman, Derek Barton. Batting fourth, the designated hitter in the cleanup position, Chris Delfornia. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Jack Cuss. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Bobby Crosby. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Jack Hanahan. Batting eighth, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Ryan Sweeney. On the mound for Toronto, it is A.J. Bartlett. Bartlett comes into the game with a 3.86 ERA. No wins, no losses. 7 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 12 runs, 2 walks. We're here at the Rogers Center in Toronto, which gives a +1 to strikeouts, a -1 to walks, and nothing to home runs. And with that, Buck steps up, takes a few swings. He's batting a .316 on the season. And the pitch. We are ready to start. 2-2, strike 13. That is an 11. Struck him out. Mark Ellis batting a .375. Here's the pitch. 5-4. Range play at the Rogers Center. 6-6. Fly ball out there to Rios. Rios' range is on a 1-3. That's a 5. That's a base hit for Mark. And he can't get to it in time. And Oakland on with a base hit. Steal attempt for Ellis. That is going to be, he's right, so that's going to be a 19. That is a 1. Zulhan's error rating is a 1-16. That's a 13. First he steals second. It's a throwing error by Zahn, who can't get to it in time, throws it out into left field. And with that, Oakland taking advantage of that, throws it out there into the outfield past Hill. Throwing error. So it is an E4 on that. No, it's an E2. Sorry, E2 error on that. And runner now in scoring position for Oakland. That's going to bring up Derek Barton. Barton batting a 136. Here's the pitch. 3-6 strikeout. That's going to be a 12. That's a 12. Struck him out. Infield at normal depth as Chris Delfornia comes up. He's batting a 167. Strategy roll 5. Here's the pitch. 3-5. Strikeout plus, that's going to be a 24. That's an 18. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on for Oakland. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. Leading off, the shortstop, David Eckenston. Batting second, the left fielder, Matt Stairs. Batting third, the right fielder, Alex Rios. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Vernon Wells, batting fifth. And Vernon Wells is in the cleanup position, batting fifth. The designated hitter, Frank Thomas. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Lyle Overbay. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Marco Stutero. And batting ninth, the catcher, Greg Zod. On the mound for the A's, it is Chad Garden. No ERA. 1 win, no losses. A 3 1/3 inning pitched, allowed 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. And we're ready to start. David Exton batting a .381. 6-6 strike, 722 high. 4-5 ground ball to Crosby. Gets it, throws it over to Barton. Out number 1. Matt Stairs upstairs batting a .462. Here's the pitch. 1-5, that's a walk. That's a 9. The 20 is too high. 1-1, pop up to Ellis. Out number 2. Alex Rios up. Rios is batting a .346. 5-6 home run chance on a 1-12. The 20 is too high. 5-4 power hit to Cuss. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be a double. And Toronto is on with a double. Vernon Wells up. Wells is batting a .240, runner on second, infield at normal depth. 2 outs, Stragio 7. Here's the pitch. 5-1, strike, that's a 6. The 13 is too high. 2-2, double star 4, ground ball to Ellis. And that is out number 3. No hit, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 1, we're scoreless. We go to the top of the second. It's Jack Cuss, Bobby Crosby, and Jack Hanahan due up for the A's. Jack Cuss batting in .071. Here's the pitch. 6-5, strike, 19. That's a 13. Struck him out. Bobby Crosby batting a .300. Here's the pitch. 5-6 possible error on a ground ball. 3-5 fly ball out to the Wells. And that is out number 1. Out number 2, sorry. Jack Hanahan up. Hanahan batting a .238. Here's the pitch. 6-2 walk. That's a 9. That's a 7. And they walk him. Next up, it's Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki batting a .320. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 6-1. Strikeout 8. 18 too high. 1-2, and that's going to be a double star. Ground ball to third base to Marco to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for Oakland. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Frank Thomas, Lyle Overbay, and Aaron Hill due up. Thomas, 174 on the season. Here's the pitch. 5-3, error on a possible throw. 5-1, fly ball to Buck. Out number 1. Lyle Overbay, batting a .400. Here's the pitch. 6-6, strike 10, 14 too high. 5-6, double star 4, ground ball to Ellis, and that is out number 2. Aaron Hill, batting a 261, here's the pitch. 1-5, walk, that's a 4, that's a 4, and they walk Hill. 2 outs and a runner on, and here's the pitch to Marco, who's batting a 263, strategy roll 2. 4-3 blank. 2-2. That's going to be a double out there to Buck. And we'll check to see if Hill will advance. Hill's base run rating is a 4. That's going to be a +1. That is actually a -1 from on a double to 9. 4. That's going to be a hold. So Aaron Hill will hold, and the Jays have a runner in scoring position. Greg Zahn up. He's batting an 083, strategy roll 18. Jays holding off. 3-5 hit by pitch. That's a 1. The 4 is too high. Chad gives a -2 to hit by pitch. 6-1. Fly ball out there to Buck. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 2 were scoreless. We go to the top of the third. It's Ryan Sweeney, Travis Buck, and Mark Ellis due up for Oakland. Ryan Sweeney batting an 182. 6-4 hit by pitch. That's a 5. A.J. Bartlett is a 0. That's a 10. Nothing happens. 2-1 ground ball to the shortstop. And that is picked up by David, who throws it over to Overbay for out number 1. We go to the top of the order. Travis Buck, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 4-6. That's a single. And Travis Buck is on with a base hit. Mark Ellis up. Ellis is 1 for 1 on the day. Strategy rolls a 7. Here's the pitch. 1-4, strike 8. The 11 is too high. 3-2, double star. Fly ball out to the Wells. Out number 2. We have a steal attempt for Buck. And that is a stolen base. As Buck steals second, that is a 20 on that. 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Derek Barton. Barton 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Runner now in scoring position, 6-6. That's a blank. 1-3. Fly ball out there to Rios. And out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on for Oakland. We go to the bottom of the third. It's David Eckstein, Matt Stairs, and Alex Rios due up for Toronto. Here's the pitch to David Eckstein. Eckstein 0 for 1. 1-6, that's a blank. 6-6. Fly ball out there to Cuss. Out number 1. Matt Stairs 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. We go to the top of the order. 3-4 range play. 1-5, and that's going to be a pop-up to Barton. Barton's range is on a 1-2. That's a 1. He sees it, makes the catch. and out number 2. Alex Rios up. Rios 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. 4-3 blank. 3-2. Ground ball to Cosby. Out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors as Oakland retired the Blue Jays in order. It's a 1-2-3 inning after 3. We're scoreless. Go to the top of the 4th. It's Chris Dinaforna, Jack Cusp, and Bobby Crosby due up for the A's. Here's the pitch to Chris. Chris 0 for 1. 1-4 strike. That's a 14. That's a 4. Struck him out. Jack Cusp up. Cusp 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 1-6 possible error on a throw. 2-3 fly ball out there to Wells. Out number 2. Cosby up. Cosby's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-3 wild pitch. No one's on. So it's a foul ball. 4-3 blank. 2-2. Line drive to short. And the Jays retire Oakland in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. A very easy inning to score. Bottom of the 4th, it's going to be Vernon Wells, Frank Thomas, and Lyle Overbay due up for the Jays. And here's the pitch to Vernon Wells. Wells 0 for 1 on the day. 4-1. Strike. That's a 6. That's a 2. Struck him out. Frank Thomas up. Thomas 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 5-3. Error on a throw. 2-1. Double star 2. Fly ball out there to Sweeney for out number 2. Lyle Overbay 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 6-2 blank. 5-1 pop up to Ellis. Out number 3. Oakland returns the favor and retires the Blue Jays in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 4, we got nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Jack Hennigan, Kurt Suzuki, and Ryan Sweeney due up for Oakland. Hennigan walked his last time up. 4-1 home run chance on a 1-3. The 13 is too high. 4-2 ground ball to Overbay. Out number 1, Kurt Suzuki up. Suzuki 0 for 1. 1-6 possible error on a throw. 2-4 fly ball to Rios. Out number 1. Out 2. Ryan Sweeney 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 4-2 strike. That's a 9. That's a 5. Struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's a 3 up, 3 down inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Aaron Hill, Marco Stutero, and Greg Zahn due up for the Blue Jays. Here's the pitch to Aaron Hill. Hill with a walk. 2-3. Strikeout plus. Now, on a strikeout plus, we had 10. We're adding that plus 1, so we're adding 11. That's a 19. That's a 12. Struck him out. And he struck him out looking, too. Marco up. Marco is 1-for-1 with a double. Here's the pitch. 3-2. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-3. Fly ball to Sweeney. Out number 2. Big Zahn up. Zahn 0-for-1. Here's the pitch. 6-2. Blank. 6-6. Fly ball out there to Sweeney. And that is out number. And that is out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. As once again the Blue Jays retire the A's in order. After 5, we're deadlock at 0. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Travis Buck, Mark Ellis, and Derek Barton due up for the A's. So it's the top of the order. Here's the pitch. Travis Buck 1-for-2 with a strikeout. 1-5 walk plus. Same thing with a walk plus as we do with a strikeout plus. We add 10. Actually, we're adding 9. That's an 18. That's an 11. And they walk them. All right, it's a hit and run coming up. And infield coming in to double play depth. Mark Ellis up. Ellis 1-for-2. Here's the pitch. 5-3. That's going to be a walk. Now, real quick before we click on that. Hit and runs. All ground double plays get a -2. All base run get a +2. All home runs and all walks for the batter are cut in half. All lineouts are considered double plays, exception of an error on a throw, so an ET question mark. And if the batter strikes out, we resolve the play as a regular steal. So with that, it's 5-3. That's going to be a walk. That's an 8. The 9, too high. 5-4, pop up to Hill. And that is out number 1. Infield at double play depth as Derek Barton comes up. Barton 0-for-2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll an 11. 2-5. Strikeout 12. That's a 2. Struck him out. So 2 away. Runner on first. That's going to bring up Chris Fornia. 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts. 6-4. Hit by pitch. That's a 10. That's a 6. No other modifiers going on there, so that is a hit by pitch, and that's going to put runners on first and second. Jack Cusp up, he's 0-for-2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll, 8. 6-3 range play. 1-1 fly ball to Rios. Rios' range is on a 1-3. That's a 5. That's going to be a double for Cusp as Rios has to go chasing after it down by the wall. And that is out there by the wall. That's going to score Travis Buck. DeFornia will go to third. He gets the stop sign as his base run rating is a 1. He advances to home on a -1 on that. And that is a 3. That's a 1. The die roll is higher than his base run. Gets the hold sign. And Oakland has broken this deadlock of 0 by scoring a run. And that is going to bring up Bobby Cosby. Cosby 0-for-2 on the day. Cusp with that double to open this game up. Here's the pitch. He's 0 for 2. 3-4. That's going to be a wild pitch. That's an 18. Nothing. A 1-9 would have been a wild pitch. A 10 and 11 is a pass ball. 1-1. That's a double for Cosby. It hops off the wall. That's going to score Crisp, and Cristofornia and Jack Crush will come and score on Cosby's double. 2-run score. It's now 3-0 Oakland here in the top of the 6th. All right, Jack Hanahan up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Strategy roll is a 6. 6-5, strike 16. That's a 5. Struck him out. So 3 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. And 1 left on in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is David Eckstein, Matt Stairs, and Alex Rios due up for the Blue Jays. David Eckstein 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 6-3 at the ballpark. 1-1. Double star 6. Fly ball out there to Sweeney. Out number 1. Matt Stairs up. Stairs is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 5-4 range play. 1-3. That's going to be a single out to Crosby. Crosby's ranges on a 1-3. That's a 2. He sees it, grabs it, tosses it over to Barton for out number 2. And 2 away as Alex Rios comes up. Rios is 1 for 2 with a double. 3-2, possible error on a ground ball. 4-2, that's going to be a double star. Fly ball out there to Buck. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's 3 up, 3 down as Oakland retires the Blue Jays in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 6, Oakland 3. Toronto nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Kurt Suzuki, Ryan Sweeney, and Travis Buck due up for the A's. Kurt Suzuki 0 for 2 on the day. 1-4, that's going to be a strike. That's an 8. The 15 is too high. 4-3, fly ball out there to Stairs. Out number 1, Ryan Sweeney, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 3-4, wild pitch. 4-1, home run chance on a 1-3. The 6 is too high. 1-2, that's going to be a single for Sweeney. And Ryan Sweeney is on with a base hit. Strategy roll 17. Here's the pitch. Infield at double play depth. 5-6. Possible error on a ground ball. AJ can face one more batter. 5-1. Single to Stairs. No error there. Stairs has a 0 for his error rating. That's a 19. All right, we have a 1. So we're going to see Ryan. We have a 1, so we're going to check the second die here. And with that, on both of these, the lead runner will advance. So Sweeney will automatically go to third. It's Travis Buck who we have to worry about. If roll is less than or equal to, he has a base run rating of a 2. That's a 2, so that's going to be a double. So Buck will go to second on that. Picks up the extra base. And with that, so we have runners on second and third. Squeeze play for Mark Ellis, who's 1 for 3. AJ Terry, they are going to leave him in. 4-1 home run chance. And that's going to be a bunt. It's a successful squeeze attempt. Play is on the batter at first. So Ellis will be out. Buck will go to third. And that is going to score Ryan Sweeney. And Oakland now up 4-0. Derek Barton up. 2 outs with a runner in scoring position. AJ Bartlett gonna stay in. 6-3 range play. 6-6 double start. That's gonna go to, it's a ground ball to Exton, whose range is on a 1-2. That's a 5. It got past the shortstop, goes out into the outfield. That's going to score Buck. Barton is on. It's now 5-0, and the call to the Blue Jays bullpen has been made. So, with that, we're going to go to the Toronto bullpen. And we have a right, left, right coming up. They're going to bring in... They're going to bring in Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee comes into the game with an ERA of 11.74. Take a look here at his stats. 2 1/3 inning pitched, allowed 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the stats for AJ Bartlett, he went 6 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts on the day, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 5.26. AJ Bartlett had a good day on strikeouts, 8 of them. That's going to bring up, he's going to face off against Chris Stefonia. Here's the pitch. They just need 1 more out. 6-6 strike, 14. That's a 20. The 20 is too high. 5-3, that's going to be a single. And Derek will go to second. He doesn't advance to third. He has a base run rating of a 4. He needs a 5 or a 6 to go to third. He'll hold at second. And that is going to bring up Jack Cuss. Cuss 1 for 3 on the day with a double, a strikeout, a run, RBI. Here's the pitch. 5-1 home run chance on a 1-18. 1-3. We don't worry about that. We look at the 9 for the home run. That's a 20. And that's a 3-run home run by Jack Cuss. As Cuss hits it over the out-of-town scoreboard in left field, it's now 8-0 Oakland. All right, here's the pitch to Bobby. Cosby is 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI, 4-6. Possible error on a ground ball. 1-4, ground ball to to third. That's going to be out there to Marco. Marco's error rating is on a 1 to 3. That's a 17. No error there. And Sing Take Me Out to the ball game. Five runs, 5 hits, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Vernon Wells, Frank Thomas, and Lyle Overbay due up for the Blue Jays. Let's take a look at the box score for this game so far after 6.5 innings. We were scoreless up until the 6th inning when Oakland just exploded in this game. 3 runs in the top of the 6th and 5 runs just in the top half of the 7th inning. It is 8 runs on 9 hits with no errors. Toronto, no runs on 2 hits with 1 error. And Chad is still good. He can face 5 more batters. He's going to go up against Vernon, Frank, and Lyle. Here's the pitch. 5-5. Strikeout plus. That's a 16. That's an 11. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Frank Thomas. Thomas 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. 4-1. Strike. That's an 11. That's a 1. Struck him out. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Lyle Overbay. Overbay 0 for 2. 6-1. Blank. 6-6. Power hit to cusp. That's an 8. That's going to be a double. And the Blue Jays have a runner on, and that's going to bring up Aaron Hill. Hill 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. 6-4. That's a strike. That's a 9. The 18 is too high. 5-6. Ground ball to Ellis. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 7, it's Oakland 8. Toronto nothing. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Jack Hennigan, Kurt Suzuki, and Ryan Sweeney due up for the A's. Brandon League. He can face 2 batters. Bullpen warming up. They are leaving him in. We'll see what he can do. 5-1 home run chance on a 1 to 18. That's an 18. The 12 too high. 5-5. Fly ball out there to Rios. Out number 1. Kurt Suzuki up. Suzuki 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. 5-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. 6-3. And that's going to be a single. Suzuki is on with a base hit. Strategy has been turned off. Now, how we determine that is we take the difference of the score plus the inning that we're in. And if it is greater than 10, there is no more strategy until that difference is brought down. So Ryan Sweeney up. One out. Infield at double play depth. They're going to leave Brandon in. Yes, they are. 6-2. That's going to be a hit by pitch. That's a 15. That's a 6. That's a hit by pitch. Runners on first and second, and that's going to do it for Brandon League. They have decided they're going to go out there. We have a left, right, left. And they're going to bring in Scott Downs. Downs we haven't seen. He has no wins, 3 losses, 5 saves, a 1.78 ERA, 70 and 2/3 innings pitched. Allowed 54 hits, 57 strikeouts, and 20 walks. We go to, and he will have to face off against Travis Buck, Mark Ellis, and Derek Barton do up. Runners on first and second. Before we continue on with that, Brandon League won 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, 1 hit by pitch, 15.0 ERA for Brandon League. All right, 1-2. That is going to be a blank. 4-3 fly ball to left field, and that's going to hold Suzuki. Mark Ellis up. Ellis 1 for 3 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. 6-1. Strike 9. 22 high. 5-3. Ground ball to Hill. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 8. We go to the bottom of the 8th, sorry. Bottom of the 8th, it's going to be Marco Stutero, Greg Zahn, and David Eckstein do up. They're going to leave Chad in. He can face one more batter. Here's the pitch. 6-5. That's a strike. That's a 8. That's a 1. Struck him out. We go to Greg Zahn. Chad tired. He's 0 for 2, but he says he's still got fuel in the tank. 1-1. That's a blank. 4-4. Ground ball to Ellis. And that is out number 2. David Eckstein up. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. 2-5. That's a walk. That's a 12 to 13. Too high. 5-4. Fly ball to Buck. Out number 3. No runs, no hits, and no errors. After 8, it's Oakland 8. Blue Jays, nothing. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Derek Barton, Chris DeFornia, and Jack Cusp due up for Oakland. Taking a look at the box score here after 8 innings of play. Oakland, 8 runs on 10 hits, no errors. 3 runs in the 6th, 5 runs in the 7th. Toronto, scoreless. 3 hits with 1 error. And Scott Downs, they're going to leave him in. No changes to the outfield. 6-1, strike 10, the 11 too high. 2-5, double star, ground ball to Staccato. Out number 1. Chris DeFornia up. Here's the pitch. DeFornia is 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and 2 runs. 6-4, strike 14. That's a 2. Struck him out as Jack Cusp comes up. He's 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. 1-1, strike 18. That's a 6. Struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Can Oakland hold on to their 8-run lead, or will the Blue Jays come back? Chad going on the verge of pitching the first complete game of the season. He's going to go up against Matt Stairs, Alex Rios, and Vernon Wells. Matt Stairs, they're not going to take the hit here. They are going to bring in a pinch hitter, and that's going to be Travis Cinder. First time we'll see him. No, he's played in one game. Here's the pitch. 3-2, strike. That's a 17. That's a 17. Struck him out. One away, Alex Rios. 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. He has a double on the day. 1-4. That's a home run. That's a 9. That's a 7. And that ball is out of here. And the Blue Jays finally get on the board 8-1 now with a solo home run. And that's going to do it for Chad. They are going to go to the bullpen. We have a right, left coming up. And they're going to bring in Santiago Caslera. First time we're seeing him. 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 saves, 3.93 ERA, 50 and 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 60 hits, 43 strikeouts, and 18 walks. Taking a look at the stats for Chad June, he almost went the distance. 8 and 1/3 innings allowed, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run, ERA .77. Santiago Casillo will come in to finish up the game here. Vernon Wells up. He's 0 for 3. 3-1, that's going to be a hit by pitch. That's a 9. The 20 is too high. Santiago will give a +4 to hit by pitch. 1-5. Line drive to Castell. Takes it, throws it over to Barton. Out number 2. Frank Thomas up. Thomas is 0 for 3. 2-1. Walk. 19. That's a 7. And a runner on first. 2 outs with a runner on first, and that's going to bring up Eric Lyle Overbay. Overbay 1 for 3 with a double. 3-5 strike, that's a 10. The 20 is too high. 5-2 ground ball to Ellis. And that's the game. And the Oakland A's hang on to win it 8-1 here in Toronto. Final line score coming right up. So Oakland wins here in Toronto, game 1 of this 3-game series with a final score of 8-1. Toronto 8 runs on 10 hits with no errors. Toronto 1 run on 4 hits with 1 error. Godin will pick up his 2nd win. A.J. Bartlett picks up his first loss of the season. Jack Cusp gets his first home run of the season, and same with Alex Rios. will also get his first home run of the season. Taking a look at the stats here. Chad Golden, 8 1/3 innings allowed, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and 1 home run. ERA of a .77. A.J. Bartlett went 6 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, ERA of a 5.91. Scott Downs went 1 2/3 innings, had 2 strikeouts in that last inning there. And Santiago Casio went 2/3 of an inning, had 1 walk. So that's going to do it for us here in Toronto. Oakland will hold on to the lead of the American League West. They go to 6-2. Toronto will drop to 2-5. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up on your way through the turnstiles out of the Rogers Center. And remember to give the video a thumbs up. And remember to click that bell notification if you're to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up. And when I go live with not only the Phillies games in the 2008 replay, but also with Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scooney 007. We'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.